Hare Krishna, we welcome you all for a Sunday Love Peace program. Today is a special day. Even though it's a Balaram Purnima is on 19th, we are celebrating for the benefit of all assembled devotees on this weekend, along with our Sunday Love Peace program. Today, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has got two bodies. One of the body is Lord Balaram. The other portion, other part of the body is Supreme Lord himself. So there's not much difference between Lord Balaram and Krishna. On that aspect, today we got one of the most senior devotees of our ISKCON Stouffville, His Grace Paripurna Krishna Das. We all know him very well, but some little background is also quite important so that you all can understand. He's practicing pure Krishna conscious for the last more than 20-25 years. And he's a disciple of His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. The great personality is a senior most disciple of the founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He's been also called as a walking monk. He's also called as a walking Bhagavatam. So, he imbibed the entire Bhagavatam in his heart. If he opens his mouth, it comes out like this. And he trained his devotees, his disciples, very nicely on the subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, we are lucky to have one of our devotee, His Grace Paripurna Das. Today he's going to talk about the Balaram Purnima. Give me a big applause to Paripurna Das. Hare Krishna. Welcome to all.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving me a boost. That actually also puts me a lot of responsibility. That's because you have been addressed me on behalf of my Guru Maharaj. And today I'm so blessed and also a little bit nervous also. So just because my senior god brother is here, Rishikesh Prabhu. So I'm feeling as if my Guru Maharaj is sitting in front of me. So he's representing my Gurudev. Srila Guru Maharaj has actually has these exalted devotees through which he had spread the fame and name of Bhagavatam throughout the world. And these exalted devotees had helped him, throughout his life in reaching to fallen souls like me. Had it been not for them, Guru Maharaj would have not come to fetch me from Kerala. So Guru Maharaj always used to glorify these great devotees, especially devotees from Abu Dhabi. Prabhu is from Abu Dhabi. And they are the crest jewel of Maharaj's preaching in the Middle East. So I just really thank Prabhu and take his blessings so that I can speak at least.
Hare Krishna. We welcome you, His Grace Rishikesh Prabhu and his son also. Family is all here, family members, by chanting one loud Hare Krishna Mahamantra for him.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you.
Welcome you all.
So before we start, we will actually do the Raja Radha Madhav as well as the invocation prayers. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Vallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Premanande Hare Krishna. So we welcome everyone to this beautiful evening. Today we are celebrating the appearance day of Lord Balaram. And that's what you can see. There's a picture disappeared. There you go. So that is Krishna Balaram. And it was on 19th of August, which was on Monday. Last Monday we celebrated the actual Tithi, the appearance day of Lord Balaram. We did the fasting, we did the glorification of the Lord. Today, the following Sunday is when we will be gathering together. That's when we get an opportunity to come together. And we remember, we speak about, and we glorify, and most importantly, seek the blessings of Lord Balaram. So before I start, I seek the blessings of all the devotees, all the Vaishnavas, so that I can speak and glorify the Lord according to my capacity. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udhiraye Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtagi Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lankayade Giram Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Paramananda Madhavam Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Yeshatadani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Mancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So, as I mentioned, today we will be discussing about and celebrating the appearance day of Lord Balaram. And I'll begin the class by glorifying Lord Balaram from the Dashavadara Stotra written by Jagadev Goswami. It is said, Vahasi vapushi vishate vasanam jaladabdham halahati bhiti milita yamunabham keshavadruta haladar rupa jai jagadisha hare jai jagadisha hare jai jagadisha hare. The translation is, O Keshav, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of Balaram, the wielder of the plough, all glories to you. On your brilliant white body, you wear garments the color of a fresh blue rain cloud. These garments are colored like the beautiful dark hue of the river Yamuna, who feels great fear due to the striking of your plowshare. So I humbly pay my obeisances to Lord Balaram, and I seek his blessings and the senior Vaishnavas here, so that I can actually speak and glorify about his glories. So as I mentioned, Lord Balaram is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And how many of you have never heard about Lord Balaram? Not the name Balaram, but the actual personality Balaram. How many of you have not heard about or don't know who is Lord Balaram is? Everybody knows. So that means I should ask questions. Okay, so can somebody tell who is Lord Balaram? I need some 5 answers. Somebody from the back. Prabhu, go ahead.
Elder brother of Krishna.
Elder brother of Lord Krishna
During Dwapara Yuga.
during the Dwapara Yuga, yes. Yeah. Somebody, yeah.
Is expansion of Lord Krishna.
Expansion of Lord Krishna. Somebody from the back. All the front benches are very good, but we need the back benchers. I used to be in the back bench in my school, so teacher always used to pick me because we are back benchers, right? Doesn't mean that back benches are bad; they are good also. But I'm talking about my school days. Anyway, somebody from the back. Balaram. Who is Balaram? Incarnation of Sankarshan. Okay. Any guess? Just open up. So, yeah.
Added point that
Yeah.
Lord Balarama,
Hmm.
even though he is the very first expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Yeah.
Krishna,
Hmm.
he is the source of the entire spiritual and material creation.
He is a source of entire material and spiritual creation. Yes, wonderful. Yes.
Adi.
He's Adi Guru. Yeah, great. You're saying something?
He is also known as Aniruddha, Pradyumna,
Pradyumna.
Sankarsana.
To go in deep, he is the Sandhini Shakti, one of the three.
Three.
Sandhini Shakti, Sat exists, eternal existence.
Existence.
So
Very
he
good.
creates the platform on which all the pastimes
Very
take
nice.
place.
Very
But that's
nice.
deep.
Very nice. Beautiful. All the answers are very good and right.
And he is trying to always serve Krishna.
He is what?
Trying to serve him.
He is trying to serve Krishna. Yes, yes. Important. Yeah. He is Adidas. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Adidas. Yeah. All the answers are right. Sankarshan is Balaram, Lord Balaram, is the direct expansion of Lord Krishna. Right? It's a direct expansion of Krishna. Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. Right? That is without a doubt. And it is said that Lord Krishna is expanded into 3 main components. Well, basically 2 main, I would say. Right? So that is the 3,
Samvit,
yeah.
Sandhini and Ladini.
Yeah, it's the Shaktis what Prabhu was talking about. So basically there are 3 Shaktis, right? So first one is Lord Krishna himself. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Edecha Amsha Kalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna himself. From him there is a potency which is actually has come. Potency means Shakti. And that Shakti is the Hladini Shakti. The Hladini Shakti means that is a Shakti which actually makes him happy. Pleasure potency, right? That pleasure potency is the female consort of Lord Krishna. When Krishna comes in whatever forms, when Krishna comes as himself, the pleasure potency comes as Radharani. When he comes as Lord Vishnu, the pleasure potency will come as Lakshmi Devi. When he comes as Lord Ram, she comes as. When he comes as who else? Narsimhadev. That's a tight question. There you go. Lakshmi Narsimha, Lakshmi Devi, right? So wherever Lord comes, the potency, the Hladini potency, the pleasure potency will be always be there. Always be there, right? And now there is another Shakti comes, and that Shakti is called Sandhini Shakti, right? And that Sandhini Shakti is Lord Balaram himself, right? And that Sandhini Shakti, what is Sandhini Shakti? So we talked about the Hladini Shakti. That Shakti, what does the Hladini Shakti do? Anybody remember? We told? No. From the back. What does the Hladini Shakti do? It gives pleasure to the Lord. Right? It's a pleasure potency. Hladini, ahladam. Heard about that? Right? Ahlad. That is pleasure. From the next potency, which is Sandhini potency, comes Lord Balaram. And what does Balaram do? Balaram facilitates everything for the Lord. He does every activity for the Lord. Now, what does that mean? for all the activities which Lord Krishna performed, Balaram expands into that. So somebody was talking about the expansions, right? Right? All the expansions. He will expand into everything, not only Chaturviha. He will expand into the Dham itself. The Dham where Lord is actually residing is called Vrindavan, Golok Dham, Vaikuntha. These are all different. Dwaraka, Mathura. These are all Dhams of Lord, right? Lord Balaram is the direct manifestation of that. He manifests into this Dham. And what else? He manifests into paraphernalia, right? He will actually expand into paraphernalia. So that means the Pidambara Lord is wearing, it says Balaram. Does Krishna have shoes?
Yeah, the Lord is lying on the ocean and Adishesha
Yeah. Does Krishna have shoes?
in Vrindavan. No.
How many people think that Krishna has shoes? Prabhu is living in Vrindavan, so I should be a little careful about speaking about Vrindavan because the authority is sitting in front of me right there. He said that Krishna never wears shoes in Vrindavan.
In Vrindavan.
Yeah,
In Vrindavan.
But in Dwarka he wears.
Dwarka is the king, right? In Vrindavan it is Goraj. Goraj means the dust from the hoofs of the thing. So that Lord himself is actually wearing the Goraj in his hair. Tam Gorajas Churida Kundala Baddhavarha Vanya Prasuna Ruchirekshana Charuhasam Vedum Konanda Manuge Rubaki the Kirtim Gopyo Didirkshida Drishim Apyagamam Sametam. The Lord is actually coming to Vrindavan. It is said that the Gorajas is actually, Gorajas means when the cows are actually moving, the Vrindavan has got a fine dust, very like talcum powder. That is the softest powder, right? So to speak. So that is the consistency of the dust in Vrindavan. So when the cows actually goes, this dust will actually rise and it will actually fall onto the hair of Lord. And that is what it's called as beautified. His kundala, his hair is actually beautified by the dust of this thing. And Krishna never steps with his shoes on this Vrindavan, the sand. That is the beauty. So Krishna's shoes, Krishna's flute, Krishna's peacock feather, everything is a manifestation of Lord Balaram. And what else? Huh? Bed. Yes. No, somebody was actually talking about the bed of Lord Lord Vishnu.
Even is
Ananta Shesha.
On his hoods, the whole
Universe is saying. So this bed, Mataji was talking about the bed. It said that Lord is lying on this beautiful bed. And this bed is who? Lord Balaram himself in the form of Ananta Sheshnag. So we will be just wondering, how can you, sleep on a snake? It will be very irritating, right? Just imagine. I was hearing a lecture, and in that lecture, he said that Ananda's body is specifically made so that the Lord will be extremely comfortable. Extremely comfortable. It said that it's not like a small bed. It's like a big, what's that called? King size or a emperor size bed, like huge size, wherein Lord is actually sleeping. And it is said that, today's bed has got coils, right? Different coils. The number of coils are there, that many comfortable the bed is. They said 500 coils, 1,000 coils, 50,000 coils. So many coils or so many pockets are there, that many comfortable. It is said that this technology is adapted from Ananta Shesha, because Ananta Shesha has got these different mechanisms by which the Lord's body will be always in the motion. Because at one point, he will actually press this way, so the Lord will be actually swinging this way. Then he will press the other side, he will be swinging the other side. Sukha Supta Parantava Shriman. That's what the Lord is called. Sukha Supta Parantava Shriman. Supta means sleeping. Yoga Nidra. Supta means sleeping. Ananta Shesh will actually make all the arrangement in which the Lord is actually very nicely sleeps. And on top of that, Lakshmi Devi is massaging his head. My God, you don't need anything more than that. So that's what, I mean, he is actually doing that. And as well as during his meditation, he is actually, maintaining the whole universe. Right? So the Lord is actually, as a comfortable airbed or water bed or whatever we can say, the most comfortable bed for the Lord. And in his hoods, there are like 1,000 jewels. And these jewels are, illuminating the entire, place. And that too, with 1,000 mouths, what is he doing? He is glorifying the Lord.
And still saying these are not enough.
Enough, right? With 1,000 mouths, he is actually glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is another service. What else? He's actually serving the Lord in different rasas. What are the different rasas? How many rasas are there? Five basic rasas are there.
Seven.
Right? Yeah. There are 5 basic rasas are there. The first one is Shanta rasa. The second one is Dasya rasa. Third one is Sakhya. Third one Vatsalya. And fifth one is Madhuri rasa. That is the gradation in which the rasas are actually being defined. So the first one is, he is actually serving the Lord in the Shanta rasa. What is how Lord Balaram is actually serving Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu in Shanta rasa? In Shanta rasa, he is serving in the form of paraphernalias, as we mentioned, like a bed, like a mridanga. Yeah, mridanga, that's a good point. Mridanga is called Balaram. It's a direct manifestation of Balaram. Kartal is also Balaram. When I was, this is like 8 years ago, when I was serving Toronto Temple in the Rath Yatra. So I was all part of the cleaning group, wherein the big pots of the kitchen pots we will be cleaning. At that point of time, we didn't have volunteers doing that or specific people to do that. Everybody is doing everything. So I was put into big pots, and then only 2 devotees, myself and another Prabhu. Then we were just cleaning, and after so much cleaning, we will just get tired, right? So then what we'll do, we'll just do half cleaning and we'll just throw the thing, right? Because you're tired and you're exhausted. So I was just throwing one, just like cleanse this one and then just throw this one, and then this Prabhu was telling, Prabhu, this is Balaram. I said, Prabhu, this is rendered pot. No, this is rendered pot. But the moment it started cooking for Lord Krishna, this becomes Balaram. And I was just, my God. And from them, never ever. See, Prabhu, this microphone, we are using it for glorification of the Lord, chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and also glorifying the devotees, right? This becomes Balaram. The Kartal becomes Balaram. This will become Balaram. Everything will become the direct manifestation of Balaram when it is used for Balaram. And that's what Prabhupada is given his principle. One of the 4 principles Prabhupada is giving. Utility is the principle. What does that mean? Utility is a principle means never
Use everything for the pleasure of
in the service of Krishna. Never waste any resources, right? Never waste any resources. Never think that, oh, this cannot be used. Everything can be used for the service of Srila Prabhupada. And by using that thing will be purified. Why? Because the Balaram Shakti will be invested in that paraphernalia when it is used for Krishna. That is Balaram in the form of Shandarasa. He will manifest as everything. He will become the tree, he will become the flower, he will become, stone, he will become the mountain. Everything is a form of Balaram. Right? That is Shandarasa. What is next rasa? Dasya rasa. Dasya rasa. Balaram is, somebody said that. Dasya, what did you say? Adidas. Right? There itself it's saying Adidas means he was the original Das, the original servitor of the Lord. Right? He serves the Lord in all aspects. Right? That is his main mission itself. The 3 Shaktis. Oh, the 3rd Shakti I didn't mention, right? That is Krishna himself, which is Samvit Shakti. The first one is Hadini Shakti. The second one is, the third one is the Samvit Shakti.
second is Sandhini.
And the third one is Sandhini Shakti.
So Prabhu, even even we can also classify Sat, Chit and Ananda.
Mm.
So Sat, that eternity, is Sandhini Sakti represented by Balarama,
Yeah.
because he is the existence.
Yes.
Chit is knowledge, all cognitive, that is Samvit Sakti, that is Krishna himself.
Yes.
So omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. And the third one is Ladini, which is pleasure potency, Srimati Radha.
Yes, exactly. So these three Shaktis always accompany Lord Krishna. Always, wherever he goes, these three Shaktis will go. Or rather, these two Shaktis will go. That means Krishna himself, his pleasure potency, and his expansion potency, which is Lord Balaram himself. So he goes everywhere and he serves Lord Krishna in all aspects. Serving Krishna is called that the Savior Bhagavan. Krishna is called Savior Bhagavan. And Balaram is called Sevak Bhagavan. What is the difference between Savior and Sevak?
Sevak is always
Doing seva.
Sevak is
One is doing the seva. He's a servitor. Another one is receiving. Seva. So Lord Krishna is always being served by Lord Balaram in all the ways. That is the second bhava. The third one is Sakhya. Lord Balaram is also a good friend of Lord Krishna. We see that Lord Balaram is always there playing with Krishna. Lord Krishna and Balaram is only 8 days old difference, right? Just 8 days. So he will accompany Lord Krishna in all his plays. We have seen that in Bhagavatam, different pastimes wherein Lord Balaram was actually playing with Krishna. Sometimes Balaram will be actually, holding Krishna in his shoulder, and he was just, playing all these things. So he's the best friend of Lord Krishna. Fourth one, it's a Vatsalya. Balaram, being the elder brother, he's always have that Vatsalya Bhav. Vatsalya Bhav means apparently love, affection for his younger brother. Is there a young or a greater for Lord Krishna? Nothing, right? Because we just tell him as a elder brother, because in this Bhauma Vrindavan, he appeared 8 days before. And what is the secret of his appearance of Balaram?
to cleanse before.
That's a good answer. Prabhu said he just wanted to make sure that everything is okay before Krishna comes. Isn't that a good answer?
To cleanse, yeah. To cleanse.
Yes, that's a very nice good answer, Prabhu. Nice. See, Mother Devaki had, how many sons before Balaram appeared? Six. Any other numbers? 6 now, 7? Before Balaram, 6. Shat Garbhas, right? So these 6 Garbhas, or these 6 sons, were killed by Kamsa. We had that story, right? Because Kamsa killed because these Garbhas had got a curse from Brahmaji that they will be killed by his own father. So Kalanemi took the form of Kamsa, and the sons of Kalanemi took the birth of Devaki. So there was a big story. We'll come to that story maybe at a later point of time, or maybe at a next session. Anyway, so these 6 Garbhas were killed by Kamsa. We all know the story, what happened there, right? He just smashed the baby onto the wall and he killed in front of Mother Devaki. It is said that these 6 Garbhas were the personification of the 6 anarthas. What are the 6 anarthas? Lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, illusion. These are the 6 anarthas. And it's very difficult that, one can say that, I don't have these anarthas. Because being part and parcel of this material world, we will be infected with these, mostly all of these anarthas, if not some of all, So we will be having lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, and illusion, right? So, in order for Krishna to appear in our heart, it has all these anarthas has to go. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tat paratvena nirmalam. Nirmalam means it has to be cleansed, right? It has to be cleansed from our heart of all these anarthas. Prabhupada says that even if you have a tinge of one of these anarthas in your heart, you won't be able to attain Krishna. That means you won't be able to go back home, back to Godhead. That is why Krishna consciousness, even though we say that it's very simple and enjoyable, end of the day it is not. We are actually doing a big job. What is the big job we are doing? By removing and cleansing all these anarthas out of our. Just imagine a situation wherein you won't be having any anger. Just imagine a situation that you won't be having any lust, any greed,
That
pride.
point of time we won't be living in this material.
No, it doesn't matter. You can still live.
Yeah?
You can still live.
The examples.
You can still live in this material world with that thing. But
We
you
won't
will be.
prefer to stay here.
But no, Prabhupada says that you will be still living in this material world, but your consciousness will be Vaikuntha consciousness or spiritual consciousness. So you are with this materially, you will be staying in this one, but you will be living like Goswamis, right? They were all great devotees who were actually having transcended all this, anarthas, and then they were actually living in that consciousness. Anyway, coming back to that. So these Shat anarthas were actually has to be cleansed so that the Supreme Personality can actually come and reside in our heart. So this is a symbolic representation of that. Now, does that mean that Mother Devaki was having these Shat anarthas? No, right? So this is two things. The commentators actually say, the Goswamis actually comment that it is to one thing to make sure that that shapam, that curse will actually be nullified or will be taken care of. The second thing is to demonstrate that, okay, this is how Krishna will be manifesting in our life. Right? Later point of time, we can see that this Mother Devaki will ask for the 6 sons to be brought back, and Krishna brings this 6 sons, and then she will feed them the milk. That is done. That is also shown that, okay, you will actually get the mercy once you will be purified of all your sins or anarthas. That is one thing. Anyway, that's not our point. So 6 garbhas were there, and then Lord Krishna himself has asked Ananta or Lord Balaram to come down and put an asana for Lord. It is said that way. If you build a temple according to the Vedic ritual or Vedic way, the first and foremost thing they do what they do? They will actually install Ananda. Every temple, especially I think in here also, wherever according to Vedic way, if you are building a temple, the first thing they will do, they will actually dig up a big, at least 6 or 7 feet down, and they will install Ananda Dev. And then on top of that is when the temple is being built, right? So that is a ritual. The same way, Lord Ananta will actually come and he will actually put an invisible seat, Ananda Shai, the seat for which the Lord can actually appear. And then he will be transferred so his job is done. First thing is to cleanse the Garbha. The second thing is to give the seat, the asana for the Lord Krishna. And then the Mother Durga or Mahamaya is being invoked. And then, is that Mahamaya or Yogamaya? Yogamaya has been involved and asked her to transfer this Lord Balaram from the womb of Devaki to Rohini. It is said that Rohini is the eternal mother of Lord Balaram. Yashoda is the eternal mother of Krishna. Right?
Even Yogamaya, she was not confident
She's
of
not
taking
confident, yeah.
Lord Balaram there.
Yeah, of course. She will not be, because it's direct Supreme Personality himself, right?
Krishna gives, you take
Krishna,
my Yogamaya.
yes. Krishna gives the direct permission and the strength for Yogamaya to transfer the potency from the mother wombs, Devaki's womb, to Rohini's womb. So that is. So he actually appeared in the womb of Rohini to facilitate the appearance of Lord Krishna. right? And that's when he is called Rohini Sutta. That is on the Vatsalya. So where I was coming from is that he will be, he will, even though we say that it's 8 days old, it's according to these pastime. But actually there is no difference between Lord Balaram and Krishna in terms of age. They are equally same. Prabhupada says that the only difference with Balaram and Krishna is two, or rather, yeah, it's two. One is the color. Krishna is white in color, black in color, and Balaram is white in color. That you can see over here, right? The second subtle difference is that of bhava, right? Balaram is bhava is completely predominating as of a servitor. That is his predominating bhava, right? And somebody also say that, okay, Balaram doesn't wear a peacock feather, Balaram actually have a blue garment versus Krishna has got a yellow garment. These kind of subtle changes, right? But otherwise, it's pretty much the same Supreme Personality of God. So that's on the Vatsalya Bhava. And the fifth one is Madhurya Bhava. And Lord Balaram never will be on the Madhurya Bhava. Cannot be. Because can a servitor ever be a lover? No, right? The bhava never changes. So because of that, the Shakti of Balaram will actually take another form of a gopi or a manjari as the younger sister of Radharani, and her name is Ananga Manjari. She takes a form as a gopi or as a manjari, and she then experiences the Madhurya Bhava of Lord Krishna. But that is not direct Balaram. It said that it's not the Balaram, If Balaram takes another form, his Shakti will actually take another form of a Manjari, and that's how she will experience the Madhurya Bhava of Lord Krishna. So Balaram actually serves in all the 5 rasas. We have seen that Lord Balaram is actually taken, different avatars, right, to serve the Lord, right? And the first and foremost, as I've mentioned, he actually manifests into this entire material world, or entire spiritual world also. Everything is being created by the Lord Balaram. Everything, whatever you see. We have not seen the spiritual world, but so we cannot speak about what is there in the spiritual world. Even though we say in the Brahma Samhita, it is said that, right? What is that? The last verse of Brahma Samhita. Shriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpataravo Dhruma Bhumis Chintamani Ganamayi Toyam Amritatam. The spiritual world, everything is Kalpataru. Kalpataru means the desire tree. Chintamani, the whole, the floor is, embedded with touchstone. Toyam Amritam. Water is Amrita. Katha Ganam. When they speak, it will be like Ganam. Natyam Gamanam. When they walk, they will walk like a dance. That is the spiritual world. Anyway, we don't know much about that, but at least speaking about the material world, see how beautifully and intricately this material world has been created. Right, Prabhu? Everything. See, if you open your eyes and your ears, and open your heart and mind also, then when you see this material world with that open perspective, you cannot but accept the existence of God. Isn't that true, Prabhu? I was just saying, see how many material universes have been created from Lord Balaram, in the form of Karnodakashai Vishnu, right? From his Ishshaiva Nishvasida Kala Madhavalambya Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagat. From one Nishvas, from one exhalation, unlimited universes are coming out. And these universes are all very nicely manifested. Everything is very properly maintained. Isn't that true, Prabhu? We are sitting here in Stouffville. Very nicely we are sitting. Very peacefully we are sitting. And I am actually holding this glass of water here. And this glass of water is very still and stable. But you know, the earth is actually spinning at a speed of 1600 kilometers per hour. We are spinning at 1600 kilometers per hour. That is one thing. And that spinning earth is actually tilted. Right? And then the axis is tilted, I think 40 degrees or something. Huh? 20 degrees, yeah. It's tilted. And that spinning earth is actually rotating the sun. You know what's the speed? 120,000 kilometers. 120,000 kilometers. It's actually spinning, rotating the sun. So sun is here, earth is spinning, and also it's rotating. Right? Now, more than that, sun is moving. So it is not a stable rotation. It is actually kind of like going like that. Sun is moving, earth is also spinning, rotating, and moving like that. And where is the sun going? Around the galaxy, its own path. Right? And how many galaxies are there? Can anybody count how many galaxies are there? No. Scientists say that we are called a neighborhood. The neighborhood galaxies consist of 54. 54 neighborhood galaxies. The neighborhood galaxies are which by we can actually see with the Hubble's telescope. That's the neighborhood we are talking about. If I ask Pitambar Prabhu, how many houses are there in Stouffville? Prabhu will look like that. I can see maybe 50 houses. That is the houses which can seen by his vision. But does that mean that there's only 50 houses? No. There are unlimited galaxies there. And all these galaxies are rotating. And these galaxies are attracted by a big galaxy there. Right? Now tell me this, Prabhu. How these universes are placed in its place? If it is a stable thing, we can understand. But tell me how it is. First is a spinning, then it is actually revolved. And there is one more. A small moon is also moving around us. There's a small moon. Then the earth is spinning, rotating the sun. Sun is moving. The galaxy is moving. Other galaxies are moving. Right? How everything is actually perfectly moving without colliding each other. And one circle of this galaxy of our sun around the Milky Way is 230,000 light years. Right? This is inconceivable. So how this is perfectly designed? Like for example, if I say that, okay, there was like maybe how many chairs there are? 25, 30 chairs are here. So when I came, 35 chairs are very nicely placed. So if I ask Radhagovinda Prabhu, everything happened just like that? Prabhu will say, no Prabhu, I came at 4:30, I put up the chairs. Right? You just came and you're asking me who did that? I did that. Somebody has to arrange the chairs accordingly, perfectly, in sync, so that it will be placed. So everything we talk about in this material world has to be created, designed and organized by somebody. Isn't that true, Prabhu? Is that a fair statement? How can we say that these universe, which is very systematically, mathematically, which is actually arranged, is done just like that? Right? This G m1 m2 by r square of this Newton's gravitational theory of like two masses has to be equally placed by the distance and the gravitational force is come from the person who called Sankrishna. From Sankrishna there is a word called Akarshna. And from the Akarshna, the word comes Gurutvakarshna. And you know what is the Gurutvakarshna Sanskrit word stands for? The gravity.
That is English.
Right? Gurutvakarshna is the Sanskrit word for gravity. So who is actually giving this gravity? The gravity, the Newton's law of gravitation, of keeping these two masses at equal distance with precise thing, comes from the gravity, from the Gurutvakarshana, from the Akarshana, and from Sankarshana. On top of his head, he is keeping these planets in place. Does that make sense now? Right? There is no answer to that, Prabhu. If anything has to work, there should be energy behind that. Kinetic energy, light energy, heat energy. Anything has to happen, there should be an energy. There is one big globe of fire, sun, which is actually burning, gazillions of, energy at 1 second. Who is providing the energy? Earth is spinning. There should be some energy behind that earth to spin. Right? In order to hold this cup, I need to spend some energy. Isn't that true? So same way, anything which is happening, there should be some momentum happening. That means there should be some energy behind that. That energy is Lord Sankarshana. Right? That is his first and foremost incarnation in form of all the material and the spiritual creation. Right? Now the second thing, talking about the creation, we just see how beautifully this material world has been created symbiotically. We are from Kerala, myself and Prabhu is from Kerala. Kerala is named after coconut tree. Kera means coconut. In coconut tree is very tall tree, okay? Very, very tall tree. You know how this coconut is designed? So coconut is actually having an outer shell, an outer covering, and inside that there is a husk. What is that called? Is that husk? Husk, right? Coconut husk. And that inside that there is a very shell. There's a shell there. There is a thick shell. Inside that is then pulp and sweet water. Have you ever thought why coconut has this much of a packing? Because it is actually there on 50 feet high.
Fall from top.
So when the coconut is falling, this husk inside will act as a shock absorber. That is why there is a husk inside. Had it been a thick one, coconut will just split and just break up into 1,000 pieces. So this husk will actually absorb the shock, and then the inside thick shell will make sure that it will, even though it's falling, even though there is a shock absorber there, but still there's an impact. It will still make sure that it will not break.
Remember those husks used for plantation, to absorb water.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that somebody should be thinking and designing this, that right? Is that true, Mataji?
Yeah.
Somebody should be thinking that, okay, there should be a husk. Have you seen how the oranges are packed? If you cut an orange, there is orange, there are different peels, different, what's that called? Slices of orange. Inside that slice, there is a small bag of orange juice. Small bags. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
There are thousands and thousands of bags of orange juice, packed into one thing. So everything is very beautifully, very symbiotically arranged, designed and created by a person, somebody. And can you say that, it actually created out of a big bang? Can something created out of a big bang like that?
Materialistic people think like that. Only
Right?
the devotees think that Krishna has.
It cannot be, Prabhu. See, we live in Canada. It's a place where it's a lot of snow. See these snowflakes. Have anybody seen the snowflakes so closely? Have anybody seen the snowflakes so closely?
Very artistic, very artistic.
Anybody seen?
Crystal.
It's a very symmetric thing. It's a very symmetric thing. And you know the fact, every single snowflake is not same as another one. So when snow falls, can you imagine how many snowflakes are falling? Millions and how many ever. And each snowflake is different from that. So that's what I'm saying. If you just open your eyes and ears and start seeing this beautiful material world. When I say beautiful, it is still beautiful. You cannot but appreciate the designer behind that, the person who designed it. Yes, Prabhu.
Talking of the planets moving around sun, it is said that if earth moves 1 millimeter closer
Yeah.
to sun, we will all be burned. And if we moves away, we will all be frozen to
It's
death.
very
So
systematic.
such a precision and
Mathematic precision. Right? That's what.
unbelievable.
That is Sankarshan. It's all done for the pleasure of the Lord. Right? And the other important incarnation of Lord Sankarshana or Balaram is Lord Balaram himself. Right? He came, when Krishna came himself to this material world, Lord Balaram came as himself to this material world. And Lord Balaram was there serving Lord in most or all of his pastimes. And Lord Balaram knew that he was the Supreme Personality of God. Right? But certain situations, very few situations, Balaram got bewildered. Do you know what was those, one of those pastimes where Lord Balaram got bewildered?
Brahma Vimohan.
Brahma Vimohan Leela. Right? In Brahma Vimohan Leela, Brahma has actually captured all the calves and the boys. And then what did Krishna do? Krishna expanded himself and takes form of all these thousands and thousands of boys and calves. And then Lord Balaram, and then this thing happened for almost a year. And then nobody knew. Not even Balaram. See, Balaram is the Shakti, is a primeval Shakti of Lord Krishna. He should be knowing whatever Krishna is doing. But this one Krishna didn't allow Balaram to know. Or rather, a curtain of Yoga Mahamaya, Atma Maya was put in front of Lord Balaram. And that's what he couldn't understand what is happening.
Still he had a doubt.
He had a doubt. So he saw that, these cows were actually showing extra love to the calves. The father were actually showing so much love to the boys. The mothers were actually showing so much of love to the boys. So something fishy is happening here. So Balaram was actually looking and couldn't find out what's going on. And then he asked Krishna, Krishna, what's going on? Tell me the secret. Then Krishna said, I am actually doing this because it was the desire of the gopis and the cows to have me as the son, as their son. It was a desire. So like for example, if Hrishikesh Prabhu is such a nice father, so if I want to become his son, it's not possible in this thing. Okay, he will accept me as his God's son, but not as a biological son. Is that possible? No. But Krishna could do that. He can only do that. He expanded and he actually, become the real son of them. And it said that when Krishna was doing that, he actually expanded in such a way that everything was perfect. People who were actually, the boys who were actually short, it's become short. Krishna become their dress, Krishna has become their, whatever paraphernalia is. Balaram was actually looking this one and then he said he was bewildered. He said what's going on? Then Krishna said that this is my... Why? Because Balaram's bhava always is predominantly, which bhava? Survival. And the bhava of the gopis were? Vatsalya. And Madhurya and Vatsalya. Yeah, elderly Vatsalya. The Vatsalya bhava is on a little higher level than the Sakhya or the Dasya bhava. So that's what the Maya, our Yoga Maya potency were actually put a little bit curtain on Balaram's face. And then Balaram understood that this is what happened. Another instances wherein Mother Yashoda tied Krishna, right? And then Balaram was actually seeing that, okay, who can actually tie the Supreme Personality of God? Right? And he actually got really, the Balaram thing came inside his mind. The Dauji thing, like, how can somebody, tie Krishna? And Krishna was actually, when Mother Yashoda tied him, and then Krishna was actually doing extra acting to show that, okay, he is tired. Whoever is passing by, look at me, I'm just tired, I'm hungry. She's actually putting me from 2 days before. She only just put 1 hour before only. He was saying she had tied me 2 days before. 1 week I didn't just like that, right? He's just extra acting. Exaggeration. Balaram came and he was also saying, Dauji, look at me. She has punished me for no reason. And then she was saying, she should have punished you for some reason. No, for no reason, right? And I'm just hungry for the last 1 day. I couldn't do anything. Balaram got really furious and he was just saying who can do this, right? And then Balaram actually came and nobody can tie Lord Krishna. And then his Balaram Bhava has come, the Balaram Shakti. And he tried to untie the rope. Did Balaram was able to untie the rope? No. He was not able to untie the rope. Why? Because the love by which Mother Yashoda has tied that's in the bhava of Vatsalya, which is a bit higher than.
Prabhu, actually other way, Krishna was saying Yashoda Maya, oh, she's tired, and with the love, he allowed her to tie.
Yeah, that is another story, but then the second part of it is like.
They give it a comparative study about it.
So Balaram has actually really got bewildered. Then how come I am the source of energy of the entire universe? How come I'm not able to do that? And then Krishna said, don't worry, ask mother to come. So he went inside. Do you know who we have tied? Then mother said, like who? His Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the person who is actually doing this, maintaining the entire universe. He took some couple of slokas from Bhagavad Gita also. He quoted that. 9.36, what it is saying? Mother Yashoda said, nothing doing. And then she said, who I am is? I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Oh, you are also Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are also. How many Supreme Personality of Godhead are there?
Everybody in my house.
Everybody in my. She took a stick and then the Supreme Personality, both of them got scared. That is a pastime, right? So Balaram is actually really, he himself gets submissive and he himself subdued in front of this exotic pastimes. Of between Krishna and his mother, especially Krishna and Radharani and everything.
That not only Nanda Maharaj.
Nanda Maharaj. Why? Because
Vatsalya.
it's Vatsalya. So Balaram was there, and then he was always being protective to Lord Krishna. Every time he was protecting Lord Krishna. When Kaliya Mardana was there. When Mother Yashoda saw that Krishna was in the coil of Kaliya, Balaram said, do not worry. Lord Krishna will take care. And Krishna came. So that is Lord Balaram. The next big avatar which Lord Balaram took was Lakshmana. Lakshmana in Ramayana. See, Lakshmana was a very complicated avatar. Very, very, very complicated. When I say complicated, I mean the trauma or the pain Lakshmana has gone through was very, very difficult. See, Lakshmana,
He came as a younger brother.
he came as a younger brother, right? He couldn't do anything, but Lord Ram was actually said that I am actually going to 14 years for exile. Lakshmana said, why you have to go? I will kill my father. He said, I will kill my father. And then Ram said, no, you cannot do that. Lakshmana was blinded by the love for his brother. Is Lakshmana the only person who was blinded by the love for his father? What about the other brothers? Bharata. Bharadaya tasmai pradamodaharanaya bhakti bhajam. Bharata is said to be the greatest devotee of Lord Ram. Just imagine the pain Bharata has gone through. Not of his reason. The pain he was gone through. That is Bharata. What about Shatrughna? Right? So all these characters are very intricate and very, very, very difficult to understand. And Lakshmana is one of them. So Lakshmana was the greatest devotee of Lord Ram. And he was saying I will go with you. And Lord Ram always, and Lakshmana was always careful that, I will serve Lord Ram at every moment of the time. Right? It is said that when the 14 years of exile was there, Lord Lakshmana didn't sleep. Didn't sleep at all. It said that Nidra Devi came and asked, I've seen that you're not sleeping. What's going on? Right? It's just said that. Nidra Devi comes and says, why are you not sleeping? He said, I cannot sleep. Why? Because we are in exile. And I have to, 24/7, I have to guard my Lord and my mother. Right? And then she said, so what should I do? So he said, give my Nidra also to my wife, who is Urmila. So Urmila was actually sleeping Lakshmana's share also. Right? So she was sleeping for him. Then Lakshmana, it's also said that Lakshmana didn't eat also 14 years. Right? So it is said that Ram used to give the food for Lakshmana, and Lakshmana said that I will eat later. And then Lakshmana used to give that food or keep it on a tree or something. And then Lord Ram said, like, you have no, after 14 years of exile and everything, he asked, like, you have not eaten anything? He said, no. And then they found out that he was actually keeping the food or giving it to the animals or something like that. So that is a sacrifice Lakshmana is taking. And Lakshmana has gone through so much of pain, isn't that true? The amount of pain he has gone through. See the episode wherein the Sita Devi was being abducted by Ravan. This is a very sensitive thing because it's very painful. That's when this mother Sita and then Ravana has actually made a plot that I will abduct Sita. And then here he consulted his friend Maricha. And then Maricha said, like, Ravana, you are playing with fire. This is not good because Rama is a supreme personality of Godhead and you cannot win over Rama. And you are doing a big blunder, please be careful. But, when people are blinded with this, this four anarthas, Upadesha won't work.
Same thing, Mandodari also wouldn't work.
Upadesho hi murkhanam prakopaya na shante. Visham bhaya bhujanganam kevalam vishavardhanam. When you are actually giving advice to a murkha, what will do? It will only increase the prakopa. Prakopa means they will only agitate them. Just like if you give milk to the serpent, it will simply increase the poison. So Upadesha was not working to him. So he said, no, hook or crook, I need others, not mother, I need Sita. So he said, like, if you're not doing that, I will kill you. So then Maricha said, okay, it's better than to get killed by Rama than you. So he just took a form of a golden deer. He went and danced in front of Mother Sita. Mother Sita said, I need this deer. And then Lord Ram said that, okay, I will give that. Lakshmana warned Rama, don't go. This deer is not an ordinary deer. Why? Because normally when a deer comes, all other deers will also come together. They will, go as a herd. It's called Swajatiyam. Just like, when we say that when we go on a walk and if you're carrying a dog and another person is coming from a dog from 1 kilometer away. So this dog will actually go like that, and when the moment you see other dog, it will be active. If 100 people are walking in front of the dog doesn't care. But he see another dog coming in front, he will be very active. And once they come closer, he will be just jumping and running. That's called Swajati. Animals have that. So Lakshmana said that, look, all the other deers are actually running away from this deer. So this is a Maya deer. So be very careful. So a lot of Mayavis and Asuras are there, Rakshas are there. They say, so I don't feel that this is good. So don't go. Then Mother Sita was telling that I need this deer. So Rama said, okay, she is there with me for 14 years, right? At least she is not asking for some other big thing. She is not asking for a TV or an AC or something. She is asking for a deer, I'll give her a deer. Rama went for the deer. And we all know what happened, right? What happened? Maricha got killed by Ram. And while dying, Maricha did one final favor to Ravana. Right? What was that favor? Maricha actually, he was crying loud, taking the name of Sita and Lakshman in the sound of Lord Ram. And then Sita heard that, hey Sita, hey Lakshmana. He was crying. And then it was in the same sound of Lord Ram. Mother Sita got so much anxiety and so much painful because she thought that Lord Ram is in trouble. So she called Lakshman. Lakshman, you go there and see what happened to Lord Ram. And Lakshman said that what can these people do to Lord Ram? Lord Ram is a supreme personality of God. Nobody can touch him. He will come back, no problem. And this is some trick by these Rakshasas. Mother Sita said, no. I really feel that something is really bad happening to Lord Ram. So you please go. Lakshmana said, no. And then Mother Sita started using harsh words. She said that, oh, so you are not my friend, you are my enemy. You wanted Rama to be killed. Then Lakshmana said, why are you saying like that? Lord Rama, nobody in the entire universe can do harm to Lord Rama. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then Mother Sita said, think that, okay, this is not working. I have to use more harsh words, right? Then she started telling that, Lakshmana, now I understood what is your intention. You want Rama to be killed so that you can possess me. That is intention. So you are not my well-wisher. You are having a very bad intention. That broke Lakshmana into pieces. Lakshmana said that I cannot stand here for a moment now, because now you are actually telling something which I have never even thought. See, there is an incident where Lakshmana, Mother Sita drops the ornaments when Ravana was abducting her. And Sugriva gets these ornaments and he shows these ornaments to Rama, right? And say that we got some ornaments which is flying from the sky, and we saw somebody was abducting some lady and she was crying and she dropped this and I got it. So can you see this is the ornaments of Mother Sita?
Probably that is from the hair.
From the hair, yeah. And then Rama was so bewildered, so was crying and he couldn't recognize. So he asked Lakshmana, Lakshmana, can you find out, identify this is the ornaments of Mother Sita? Lakshmana said, no. There's a beautiful shloka saying, Naham janami keyure, Naham janami kundale, Nupuram tavi janami, Nityam padabi vandana. What is that saying? Naham janami keyure. I don't understand or I don't recognize the one which is, from the hair. Chudamani. Naham janami kundale. I don't recognize the kundala, the earrings. Nupuram tavi janami. I only recognize the nupura. Nupura means the ankle bells. Why? Nityam padabi vandana. Every day I worship Mother Sita as my mother. I only recognize this because I only see this ornament. I never see all of the ornament, because if Rama and Sita, Mother Sumitra says to Lakshmana before he is going, what is that? Ramam Dasharadham Vidhi. You think or understand that Rama is Dasharatha for you. Mam Vidhi Janagatmaja. Janagatmaja means Janaki. Mam Vidhi, consider me as Mother Janaki, right? Ayodhyam Adavim Vidhi. This Ayodhya will be your Adavi, or the forest will be Ayodhya for you. Gaccha Tate Yatha Sugam. You go happily, O Lakshmana. Can any mother say like that? Sending her son to a 14 years exile to the forest? No. So this was Lakshmana's mood, and Lakshmana was broken into pieces. He was considering. See, the thing is, like, when you wanted to break somebody else, you can either slap him physically or you can say something harsh. The words can actually, break you into pieces. You know the demigod of the tongue or the words? Who is the demigod of tongue? Fire, Agni. That's what the words are very powerful. You should be using the words very, in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, the austerity in speaking, right? In using the words. So, Sita Devi knew that, okay, this is the only way by which I can break Lakshmana. And she had to pay the brunt for that. Isn't that true? That was the only reason by which she has to be separated from Lord Ram for 14 years. And Lord Ram knew that, and he made the final Agni Pariksha, that final fire was prepared by whom? Lakshmana only. Lord Rama asked, you Lakshmana put the fire for that thing. So that was the penance Mother has to go through. But this is all like, Leela, of Lordship. And all this Leela is orchestrated by Balaram. Right? And then he takes form in the Kali Yuga in the form of Nityananda. And Nityananda primarily comes as Guru Tattva. Guru Tattva means what? Guru Tattva means He is the Guru of all the Gurus. Adi Guru. See, when we say that, okay, Lord, we can approach Krishna through Radharani. We say that. We can actually go through Radharani. As a matter of fact, it is not. We can approach Radharani only through Guru. Right? It's through Guru only you can actually. In the Bhagavatam there is a beautiful shloka. Yada deve tada guru. Right? Yasya deve para bhaktir. Yada deve tada guru. Right? When you are actually approaching Guru, and that's the only way by which you can actually approach Krishna. Through Guru, you will be approaching Lord Mother Radharani, and then you will be approaching Lord Krishna. Right? So that is what, it is said that we should, as Hare Krishnas, when we are actually directly approaching Radharani, it is said that we are Sahajiyas. Sahajiyas means we are not properly following the path. Sahaj means we actually take it very lightly, or we're just taking it very loosely. Right? That is what we always had. That's what, if you see our Acharya Srila Prabhupada has never ever take the name Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. In any of his lectures, have you seen, singing like Radhe, Radhe, Radhe? No. All the time Srila Prabhupada was also always singing Hare Krishna. Every time Prabhupada was singing Hare Krishna, because we are practicing devotees. Anyone here who is actually Raganuga Bhaktas means spontaneous. Spontaneous Bhakta means, what is spontaneity? Spontaneity means, like, for example, if a child sees his mother, there is a spontaneous attraction between mother and son. Is that developed? No. From the day one, that spontaneity is there. When a lover sees his lover, both will get attracted. That love emanates from this thing. Is that love developed? No. That is spontaneous. Right? That spontaneous attraction for Krishna has to happen, and that spontaneous love is Raganuga Bhakti. And for them, they can actually approach Radharani. Why? Because they have gone through the path of Vaidhi Bhakti through a Guru. So they have got that spontaneity. We are not like that. Does anybody here who has got a spontaneous love for Krishna? Maybe difficult. We are all practicing. What we are doing, we are actually practicing to develop that love for Krishna. Right? Just like a husband and a wife. Like not now, but earlier, the parents of the girl and the parents of the boy, they will come together. They will find a proper match. And then the boy and the girl will meet. They will get married. And over the time, they develop a relationship. That relationship won't be there from the day one, right? Because they are seeing for the first time. I'm not talking about the current system. Current system is a living together system wherein they come together, match or no match, then they will decide. But before, when our parents or our grandfather, it was arranged like that. So that Vaidhi will become a spontaneous thing. After 40 years of life, they will be inseparable. They will be like us, that spontaneous love will be developed, right? Same thing what we are getting married to Krishna. Through what? Through serving Krishna, just like a wife was serving the husband was serving the wife. That thing is we are developing through chanting, through reading, through hearing, through taking prasadam. So then what happened? That relationship will be established very slowly and gradually. And then our anarthas will be removed by this chanting process, hearing process, all this devotional service, 9 types of devotional service will actually establish this spontaneity within us. Then we will be having a spontaneous love for Krishna, right? Till that time, we have to follow the Vaidhi Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti means the rules and regulations. And that rules and regulations has to be followed through the strict guidance of a Guru. And that is what? And that Guru is Lord Balaram. And Lord Balaram is actually giving us all the opportunity which you are getting. Like for example, we are all coming here. Do you think that you have come here for no reason? You have got an opportunity in your life You can go so many places. But coming to a temple, coming to a spiritual place is something you have to be given permission, you have to be given that blessings to come over. It won't happen accidentally. And that permission and that opportunity is given by Lord Balaram. Right? And that is what he is considered as the Guru Tattva. Right? And then we can see that Lord Balaram in the form of Nityananda Prabhu, he was a great merciful servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We all see the drama of God, Jagai and Madai. He was the most merciful. He was even merciful than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Same way, he was telling to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that nobody in this world should be bereft of your love. Everybody is a equal, eligible recipient of God's love. So it is our responsibility that we should go out and preach this Krishna consciousness. That's exactly what the mood of Srila Prabhupada is. Srila Prabhupada is a founder Acharya of Hare Krishna movement, right? That's exactly what the principle of that. What is the principle? Yare dekho, tare kaho, Krishna Upadesh. Whoever we see, irrespective, we will actually give this Krishna consciousness to that person, because the Krishna consciousness is the only thing which we can actually revive one's life. Can the money, can the prosperity, can the fame, can anything do anything for us? Yes, they can actually uplift our material standards. We can actually have a very better way of life. Then what? Then what?
All this will go away.
Will go away. Then again, go to another yoni. You take a birth again as another Mr. Sandeep, or Mr. this, or Mr. that, or even Mr. Dog also. You never know. 8.4 million species are there, right, Prabhu? We'll start again. So a wise person will start thinking, okay, what should I do? Punarapi Janam, Punarapi Maranam. What should I do? That breaking of the cycle can be only done through spirituality. Breaking of the cycle of this birth and death can only be done through spirituality. Can you tell me any other way by which you can actually break this, birth and death? No other way. That is that is a mood of the Krishna conscious movement. And that mood is being generated by Lord Nityananda Prabhu with the blessings of Lord Chaitanya. So that is the Balaram Tattva. That is what we can understand who is Lord Balaram. And I think I tried my level best to explain a little bit. But if there are any questions or anything, we can take one or two questions. I will try to explain as much as possible from myself.
Yes, I have one question.
Yeah.
So we were saying about the difference between Krishna and Balaram, right? What about the 64 qualities that Krishna possesses? Balaram has the same?
Balaram has got all the 64 qualities. Yes. Balaram, see, it's called Swamsha, right? So there is Swamsha and there is Swamsha Kala. Swamsha is direct expansion, immediate expansion of Lord Krishna, which is Radharani and Balaram. So Balaram has got exactly 64 qualities of which Krishna has got. That when it comes to Swamsha Kala, Vishnu and all, 64 becomes 60.
60, yeah.
Right? So then it reduces. But Balaram is a direct expansion of Lord Krishna. Exactly same.
One soul, two body.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other thoughts, comments, questions? No? No questions? No comments? So no question, no comments means there is two things. One is
No, even though leave the main,
One
I
question.
also have one.
One question.
Yeah.
Yes, me also. After you.
Okay. Prabhu, kindly elaborate on Adi Guru aspect of Balaram, because we also tend to describe Shiva as Adi Guru as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. So what would be the kind of
Yeah.
comparison?
Shiva is not Adi Guru basically. Shiva is Adi Yogi. See, there is Yogishwaran and Yogeshwaran. So Shiva is called as Adi Yogi because he is that's a good point. I forgot about Lord Shiva. See, Lord Shiva is one of the expansion of Sankrishna, right? From Lord Shiva, from Sankrishna comes Lord Shiva. And Shiva is always meditating on whom? Sankrishna. Sankrishna specifically, right? That's what Mahadevo Panjamukhe Rama Rama Hare Hare. He's always with 5 heads. He's meditating, and that yogic posture is primarily Lord Shiva. And that's what he is, the Adi Yogi. Sometimes it actually gets concocted in the Adi Guru. It's not. He is Adi Yogi, right? Adi Guru is always Lord Balaram. See, the thing is, like, the Sandhini Shakti Prabhu is talking about, right, Prabhu? The Sandhini means, Sandhi means what?
Connect.
Who said join?
Connect. Join.
Joined. You know?
Tamil word.
Idam shariram parinama peshalam padatyavasham shada sandhi jarjaram. Who says that? Who said that? Alvar. Kulashekar Alvar. In the Mukunda Mala Stotram. Right? Our shariram is always, parinama peshalam is always getting changed every day. This body will not be same as tomorrow's body, Prabhu. Guaranteed.
Changing every minute, every second.
Every minute is changing. Padati means it will fall down only. Can we say that, okay, my body will be extremely strong after 70 years? No, it will be padati avashyam. Shada sandhi jarjaram. These sandhis will also started getting pain. Now I can jump. Tomorrow I cannot jump. I had just put my, So sandhi means joints. So this joins, joining what? Joining a person to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is also the Sandhini Shakti of bringing the living entities to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that is why I said that joining of the Supreme Personality of Godhead with a living entity can only happen through a Guru. You cannot, Prabhupada says this very emphatically, you cannot approach Lord without a medium of Guru. So that means we will be start thinking like, oh, I know who Krishna is. I know Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam is. I know the all pastimes of Lord Krishna is. What I do, I heard from YouTube. I heard from, this thing. I don't have a guru. Yes, you heard from YouTube. That means you heard from a human being, right? Through the medium. He has acted as a guru. Isn't that true?
YouTube become a guru.
YouTube has become a medium, and the person who was actually doing it has become a guru, right? The Vani was actually working through that, right? So you cannot say that, okay, there is no guru. The guru will always be there, right? That's what Bhagavatam says, that you have to take the shelter of a guru. Bhagavad Gita says that. What is that? Tad vidhi pranipatena. Paripurna Krishna. Upatesham vidhi. Jnanam tattva. He will actually impart the knowledge to you because he has seen the truth, right? So Adi Guru is always Balaram because he is the one who is bringing everybody. Lord Shiva is actually Adi Yogi. Yeah. Does that help you?
My question, Prabhu. We are being Nirjal for Janma, Krishna Janma.
Yeah.
And for Balaram Purnima, we just put up to 12 o'clock, we break.
Noon.
No.
Why?
Yeah. Even though they both are.
We shouldn't be happy in that one. We should be. Balaram is very merciful. That's what we said. No, it's not like that. See, this fasting is all being designed by acharyas. It is not regarding based on the tattvas or all this thing. It is said that Balaram's appearance happened on the midday, right?
Yes.
So Balaram actually happened on afternoon. Paranam is on the afternoon. That's when his birthday has happened. So the acharyas would have thought like, okay, because it happened in the afternoon, it's better to have it on afternoon. Plus, there could be another thing wherein, like sometimes what happens is that the constellations change. The stars, tithis. So sometimes the tithi is actually shared between the day. So that could be another reason. Again, I'm not sure. That could be another reason. It is said that, okay, you can break the fast by noon. Right?
Even then after that, normal prasadam, not Ekadashi.
That depends. That depends upon how it is. Prabhupada says that, okay, you should feast. So when you say feast means what? Feast is always like, with nice ghee rice and, puris and potatoes. Puri is fried in ghee only. Right? Nice paneer sabjis and kachori, rabdi, malpuas, rasgullas and all this thing. So how can you have Ekadashi prasadam and feast?
My question is that only for Janmashtami we are, don't we need to feast?
That is a debate. GBC has actually said that okay, you can fast, you can feast. There was a. See, there are so many questions wherein actually there are questions like that, wherein there are no basic shastric evidences to show that you really need to do that, right? Why you are actually doing it? There is one scientific reason. You are actually fasting for the whole 24 hours, right? Right after 24 hours, if you take the whole gulab jamun and this puri and everything, your stomach will upset. So that is a scientific reason they said, take Ekadashi Prasadam. Now the Ekadashi Prasad is more richer than the feast itself. You know? So Ekadashi Prasad, see, when you are actually taking Nirjala, your breaking of the fast should happen with the taking water.
Ginger water.
Water. And then you should not eat anything for the next 2 hours or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right? The first thing we break it with only is puri and sabji only. So there are so many factors which has been taken, but these are all not major.
Actually, next day also after 12 only, 1 o'clock.
Correct. I mean, these are all not major consideration for that. As long as you're fasting, as long as the austerity is there, Mati, that's the main thing. The austerity is there if you're able to remember Krishna. See, fasting doesn't make any difference if you're not remembering Krishna, if you're not doing. Prabhupada says this. Prabhupada said that if you're actually doing seva on this, see, this happened to me when I was doing this first time, one of the initial days. I was in Trivandrum, in Kerala, ISKCON. So we had this thing and I was so fired up with this thing, and then when you come neophyte devotee so much fired up, right? I will take Nirjala and I was taking Nirjala, and morning 6 o'clock onwards I was there in temple doing seva and everything. By the time the Abhishekam started, I got blacked out. I couldn't see Abhisheka. I couldn't see the midnight Arati. I was blacked out and I couldn't wake up. I was completely tired, right? And then I couldn't properly see the main event of Abhisheka or Arati and all these kind of things, right? So the thing is like, if you're actually, listen to your body. What is your body made of? Do the austerity according to what you're made. See, this is all consciousness, right? Prabhupada is actually, see, what is this society called? International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Consciousness comes from what? Buddhi or Bhakti? No. Buddhi gives bodham. Bhakti gives premam. Very important. Prabhupada didn't give International Society for Krishna love. Why? Have you thought about it? You have to increase your bodham. Consciousness means Krishna. Krishna consciousness means Krishna ava bodham. Bodham comes from Buddhi. Premam comes from Bhakti. Your bodham has to be enlightened first in order for you to pursue the Bhakti.
That's why Krishna says.
That is why Prabhupada has actually written hundreds of books, Mataji's, Prabhu's.
Yes.
Prabhupada didn't say that, okay, you have to be crying for Krishna. No. Your bodham has to be enlightened. Your bodham has to be just, Bhagavad Gita is a beautiful shloka. Just like the sword of knowledge, you have to cut these enemies.
Knowledge based Krishna consciousness is highest.
Krishna ava bodham. Knowledge, Krishna consciousness. And nobody can actually show the path of bhakti to you. Take it from me. Because the mood of bhakti is individual to every person. Can I tell how much bhakti you have, Prabhu? Can I show you the path of bhakti? Can I tell you how you have to do bhakti? No. It has to be, remember I was talking about the spontaneity? That spontaneity you have to develop. For that to develop, making up the soil, protecting the plant, watering the plant, put the fertilizer, nurturing this thing. These are all based on the bodham. And based on that, the plant will automatically nicely grow, the Bhakti Lada. And that growing is being, facilitated by all these things. But this has nothing to do with the growing. Right? That is the thing. Everything has to be done. That's what the shloka in the saying is like, Evam buddhe param buddhe samstabhyatmanam atmanah jai shatrum mahabaho kamadrubam durasadam. O Arjuna, use your evam buddhe param buddhya. Param buddhya means use your super intelligence, O Arjuna. With that super intelligence, you can do that. The whole Bhagavad Gita is talking about that. At the end of this Gita, Krishna is saying Sarva Dharman Parityaja. In order for you to Sarva Dharman Parityaja, you need to make your bodham straight. Isn't that true? That is what Prabhupada has written hundreds of books and given us this knowledge, this sort of knowledge, the buddhi, so that with that we can actually very nicely take care of our Krishna consciousness. Then once your Krishna consciousness is enlightened, then it's a business between you and your Krishna. Isn't that true, Prabhu? Guru is actually showing the path here, go this way. And he is actually making the path very clear, so that once we go at the end of that path, we see Krishna, and then all these things is not required. Then bodham is, because our bodham is actually awakened. That's right too. So all these things, Mataji, to answer the question, like, it's all about our consciousness. Sometimes, Niyamagraha, who is saying like Rupa Goswami, right? What is that Niyamagraha means? In the Bhakti Rasamrita, in the Nectar of Instruction, he is talking about the Niyamagraha. Niyamagraha means what? We are actually sticking to the principles too much that we become like fanatic. We just simply stick to that principle, not seeing the purpose of that. Right? That is the main thing.
On this aspect, in Vrindavan, on the Balaram Jayanti, they have a Kasi Prasadam. In Ramnavami also there is a Kasi Prasadam.
Yeah.
The Vishnu Tattvas, whenever the President is there, they have a Kasi. But other places like in Mumbai, Juhu, they have a feast.
Yes.
So particularly in Vrindavan, because in Janmashtami, Krishna is coming in that form. He is in the jail and all that aspect is there.
Yeah.
So you are doing more austerities.
Correct.
So that is the reason
That's
behind
the
that.
reason behind it.
But Lord Balaram, there is no such atmosphere. He has been taken by Yogmaya to Gokul, and then he is appearing there.
Yeah. Right. So there is certain principle behind it, but main thing is like you're actually following that. So what I was trying to say is that, see, if you are not able to do the austerity, if you are doing this, the main thing is that you should be able to do the seva properly. And if your body is not allowing, if you are taking medicines, if you are actually wanted to have that thing in order to properly serve, then you should do this austerities accordingly. That's the main purpose. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Balaram Appearance Day celebration ki Jai. Gaura Premanande.